Welcome to Naqshbandi Rabbani special discourse on Lokman Effendi and Luton or English British Sunni scholars of Pakistani origin who declared Hazrat Ibn Arabi to be a heretic and denounced the teaching of Hazrat Ibn Arabi and Mawlana Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani and Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani. So this is the Khawarij of modern days, the dog life of Lokman Effendi and his Khawarij followers, these Khawarij scholars. The Prophet ﷺ says Khawarij are the dogs of hellfire. The dogs look for carcass and the world is a carcass and those who seek it are the dogs. So looking for fame, position and authority in Muslim community, especially the Sufi and Pakistani community, Lokman Effendi betrayed Sahib Shaykh Abdul Karim al-Kibrisi Rabbani and insulted Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani and Shaykh Abdullah Faiz al-Dagestani. With all these scholars together, this is like in the book of Acts, it is saying that indeed Pontius Pilate, the people of Israel and conspire against your holy servant, Jesus Christ, whom you have anointed. In the same way, Lokman Effendi, which is always like a Pontius Pilate, with all these Luton Sunni scholars, they gather together in this town, in Luton or Dewsbury, wherever. They conspire against myself, Jawhar Ali Naqshbandi, and they conspire against the holy servant of God, Hazrat Muhyiddin ibn Arabi, and they conspire against Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani and Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani. This is what we can witness here. And they say that the individual is not from Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah and he will not be allowed in our masjid. These people in this fatwa, they are referring to Lokman Effendi because he teach these words about Nasruddin Hoja, and Ibn Arabi is saying that there have been thousands of Adams and we are the last of Adam. But the problem is, it is Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani and Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani, they are teaching from Muhyiddin ibn Arabi, and that means that the scholars are saying that Ibn Arabi, Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani and other grand sheikhs, they are not from the creed of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. This is what they are saying, and they are saying that anyone who has taken bayat with him means anyone who say that there were many Adams. They were saying that the bayat is broken as a first condition for a sheikh is that his aqidah must be sound. It is also necessary for one to distance himself from the individual and his teaching. They are saying that it doesn't matter whether Lokman Effendi or Shaykh Nazim or anyone else teach that this belief is against the belief of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, aqidah of Ahlus Sunnah, and that means they should not be followed. Basically, they are saying that you have to distance yourself from Shaykh Nazim and Shaykh Abdul Karim, Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani and Shaykh Muhyiddin ibn Arabi. And they say that teaching this is an evil thing because this doesn't agree with their external literal understanding of religion. But these nuts and this Jahil 21st century Muslim world, they are already in confusion, they are confused. And they are running after Lokman and the Sunni scholars. So Lokman Effendi, who himself confused, is going to these Sunni scholars and he is writing to them and saying, I am also retracting statement about the type of Adam before Prophet Adam. So Lokman Effendi renounced, he shunned the teachings of Ibn Arabi, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani and Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani. But still he is falsely claiming to be waris of Shaykh Abdul Karim. His own nut followers, these Jahil followers, they are not even realizing that this guy has betrayed, and not only betrayed, he insulted Shaykh Abdul Karim, Shaykh Abdullah and Shaykh Mawlana Nazim al-Haqqani. And these nuts think that Lokman Effendi and his close ally Mehmet Adil, they are still Naqshbandi Shaykh. They are believing that these people are the Sheikhs of the Naqshbandi order. While Mehmet Adil is saying Mawlana giving Lokman Effendi power and he is doing the real great work. Before Mehmet Adil was saying Harun Yahya is appointed by Allah, we follow him tirelessly, and Eventually, Allah has proved Harun Yahya was a criminal, is a cult leader, and he is arrested and sentenced in Turkey for over 8,650 years. And recently, on 10 tours of Sahib Saif, Lokman Effendi visited Mehmet Adil, and Mehmet Adil was praising Lokman Effendi, saying Mawlana appointed him and Mawlana gave him spiritual power. Mehmet Adil again got busted, claiming that Lokman Effendi is receiving power from Mawlana, spiritual power from Mawlana. And this is the level of someone who receives spiritual power. He put down his own Shaykh's teaching and aligned with the Luton Sunni scholars, and saying that he is retracting from the teachings of Muhyiddin ibn Arabi, Mawlana Shaykh in the Mercy Oceans about Adams, many Adams. No one knows their exact number. So Mehmet Adil again proved to be a false Shaykh, and Mehmet Adil claimed that Lokman Effendi is receiving spiritual power from Mawlana Shaykh. All these things have been proved false again. So Mehmet Adil is not a trustworthy person, he is not a truthful person. Allah says in the Quran, for be with those who are truthful. Wakunu ma'as sadiqin, chapter 9 verse 119. It says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ittaqullaha wakunu ma'as sadiqin. This is what the Quran says. Oh, you believe, obey, fear Allah, and be with those who are true. But Mehmet Adil again proved he is a liar, he is not a truthful person. If he is a truthful person, he should have disciplined and at least stop praising a coward like Lokman Effendi, who is willing to retract his claim, and the teaching of the one who abandons the teaching of Shaykh Nazim and Shaykh Abdul Karim and Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani, and go to hug these wicked, demonic, evil Sunni scholars of England. Here we again have screened the same statement. Following these and all this information, they have these scholars, these evil scholars, coming from different Sufi background, like Mujaddidi, Naqshbandi Mujaddidi, Qadri background. They are saying that anyone who taken bayat with him, no, their bayat is broken. They are talking about Lokman Effendi, but as Shaykh Abdul Karim, Shaykh Nazim and Shaykh Abdullah Dastani also teach the same teachings of Ibn Arabi about thousands of Adams. They are saying that the Sunni scholars saying that they are outside of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. They are not allowed in their masjid. If Shaykh Nazim, Shaykh Abdullah comes, they will not be allowed in their masjid, because they teach there are thousands of Adams before our Adam. So they are saying that they are not Shaykh Abdullah and Shaykh Abdul Karim, they are Shaykh Nazim, they are not true Shaykhs, because the first condition for a Shaykh in Tariqah that his Aqidah must be sound, and it is also necessary for one to distance himself from the individuals and his teachings. But Lokman Effendi, without any shame, he betrayed his own Shaykh, Shaykh Abdul Karim al-Kibirisi, and insulted Mawlana Shaykh and Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani. And he went to these same scholars, Sunni scholars, to gain fame, power and authority among Pakistani community, to worship Luqman's ego. Luqman's ego, his God is his own ego, as Quran chapter 25 verse 43. Quran chapter 45 verse 23 says, the one who worships his ego is gone astray, according to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran. So Lokman Effendi went betraying Shaykh Abdul Karim and Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani, and insulting Shaykh Abdul Karim, Shaykh Nazim and Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani and all awliya. And he went and he said, I am also retracting a statement about a type of Adam before Prophet Adam. So Lokman Effendi says that I am retracting from the teachings of Ibn Arabi and my grand Shaykh and my Shaykh, that there were many Adams. I retract from this teaching. I am not more accepting it. I want to join with you. I want to have your red carpet. I am going to lick your boot. I will be your followers. You are my new bosses. You are my new masters. So nobody can serve two masters. Either you serve Haqq, you serve Batil. So Lokman Effendi became a servant of falsehood, while claiming to be defenders of truth, while claiming to be waris of Osmani Naqshbandi Sufi order, waris of Shaykh Abdul Karim and an Ottoman. This is the standard of these Chuttomans. So this is what they have posted earlier, the Osmani Foundation UK, and they are converting new people into this new version of Islam. We don't really wonder. These nuts will convert so many people to their own misguided and strayed Islamic groups. We are not even bothered. So even Mehmet Adil, as I explained, is gone astray because Mehmet Adil claimed Mawlana is giving him power, Lokman Effendi power, spiritual power. And is claiming that Lokman is a sincere person. But we don't see that sincerity since Lokman retracted from the teachings of Sheikh Abdullah Faiz Dastani in the Mercy Ocean. So Mehmet Adil is just another schoolboy pretending to be the waris of Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani, while these clone Lokman Effendi claiming to be the waris of Sheikh Abdul Karim. Frustrated and angry followers of Lokman Effendi launch a honey trap profile attack against me through different people since 2021. This is the recent ones. You can see using a Palestinian girl's picture and launching a attack on Facebook Messenger. This is the guy, Gusto Jones, with his master Lokman Effendi. Lokman Effendi also claimed he is the Ottoman Sultan and legacy, everything is in him, and he is arriving in Istanbul. It's another nonsense. This is how earlier in 8 November 2021, Lokman Effendi's honey trap prostitutes, these illegitimately married girls under false claim that they are marrying with the permission and blessings of Sultan Awliya and Sahibus Saif. These prostitute honey traps, they are messaging, and then when they were caught, they are honey trap and witchcraft. They are sending insulting messages, because this is what best empty heads can do. They watch James Bond movies and they think they can play a dirty game behind my back, and they were caught, and their connection to Lokman Effendi was exposed. And eventually, recently, this Gusto Jones, it was very clear that this cult is behind all this nonsense. Harun Yahya was declared as an ambassador of Allah by Mehmet Adil, and Harun Yahya eventually became arrested. He was sent into prison. This is what Mehmet Adil says. Mawlana put you there, he is giving you spiritual power. In that video there, Lokman Effendi is meeting Mawlana Shaykh, all these so-called Khalifas of Naqshbandi order, claiming Harun Yahya is one of the Qutub and Sultanul Awliya. Is in the bottom, Harun Yahya sitting and dancing with his clones. Mehmet Adil claim Harun Yahya, we follow him tirelessly. Here in this video, 10th Urus Mubarak of Sahib Saif Sheikh Abdul Karim Al-Kibrisi Rabbani. Lokman Effendi is cutting and pasting a clip, a video clip, with his meeting with Sheikh Mehmet Adil, claiming that Mehmet Adil Mawlana appointed Mehmet Adil and he is giving him spiritual power. But the same person whom Mawlana appointed and receiving direct spiritual power is being betrayed Mawlana Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani and Sheikh Abdul Karim, and insulted Sheikh Abdullah Dagestani and his teaching from Hazrat Ibn Arabi. This is what your so-called spiritual power. Come on, Mehmet Adil, stop lying and deceiving people. Stop misleading people. Lokman is not receiving any power from anywhere. You are a liar and you are being with liars like Lokman. Claiming that Lokman Effendi is a sincere person and sincere people will be with him. These people are persistent liars. Says Mawlana put Lokman Effendi there. This is the liar. Before he was lying about Allah, Allah appointed Harun Yahya, we follow him tirelessly. So he say Mawlana give him spiritual power. For what? To go against Mawlana? To go against Sheikh Abdullah Dagestani? And to insult Hazrat Ibn Arabi? To align with the Sunni scholars and to shun the teaching of Hazrat Ibn Arabi and Mawlana Shaykh Abdullah Dagestani and Shaykh Nazim in the Mercy Oceans. This is what Mawlana is giving him spiritual power, to insult and damage the entire Naqshbandi creed? Come on, Mehmet Adil. You are a plain liar. You always prove that. I have earlier I said, have clearly mentioned in my former videos, Adnan Hoja and Lokman Hoja, they are going to go in the same route. I said to you earlier, a long time ago. Allah punished Harun Yahya with 8,650 years in this world for his crimes. But the punishment for Lokman Hoja will be greater than that. And this is what we can see, that the one who betrayed his Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani, Shaykh Abdul Karim and Shaykh Abdullah, and went with these misguided strayed Sunni scholars, these diploma scholars, become part of 70 through misguided sect, become part of the Khawarij, and they become part of the dogs of hellfire. This is biggest punishment than the punishment that Harun Yahya received for 8,650 years. Because the punishment is going to descend on these nuts for being liars and deceivers. So they receive a punishment greater than the punishment received by Harun Yahya in this world. So we can see what happened to Harun Yahya here. Anybody can go and search. So Lokman Effendi will suffer a bigger punishment along with Mehmet Adil the liar for lying about Allah, Prophet and Mawlana Shaykh, about Lokman Effendi receiving power. All this crap is going to receive a severe punishment, these people, for lying about Allah, Prophet and Mawlana Shaykh Nazim al-Haqqani and insulting Shaykh Abdullah Dastani, Hazrat Ibn Arabi and other sheikhs. So these are the Khawarij, the dogs of hellfire. So imagine the punishment that Harun Yahya has received in this world is nothing compared to what Lokman Effendi and his clones, Mehmet Adil and their clones, they are going to receive for being so irresponsible, so wicked and evil. And because Mehmet Adil supported the wickedness and evil of Lokman Effendi and Harun Yahya, Adnan Hoja and Lokman Hoja, they are an example for the humanity. Salamun ala mursaleen, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin.